Human being and sadhana. In all our text of Eastern wisdom, one question is answered, that why only the human being can do sadhana and discover our true nature. Even the god and goddesses have to take their birth in the human form, in the human body, and to practice sadhana or to do sadhana for awakening and realization. Look at the human frame. When we look at the human frame, we realize that it has all the five sense organs are developed. It possesses the highly developed nervous system. And it possesses the highly developed mind, which is known as an intellect. And this intellect makes us a thinker. We can separate all these thoughts from the thinker. We can separate all the living species from us. An ability to separate, to know ourselves subjectively. I am. Not all the animals can do it. Out of 8.4 million species. That is the first reason, but the second reason, the one master says that we can accomplish the qualities of courage, commitment, concentration, enthusiasm, energy, peace. So he says we can acquire the qualities of so-called the masculine temperament. It does not mean that sadhana only is for the men, not for the women. So when the mind leaves the wandering nature, it takes over the animal nature. It follows the path of courage, of commitment, of concentration. Maybe we discover that what brings the calmness and peace in our life? What keeps us cheerful at every moment in our life. These qualities encourages us further to know more. So the mind and the intellect is inspired by the thirst for knowledge, for light. So we can attain the sattvic nature. What is the sattvic nature? In the mind and intellect, it always pursues the path of knowledge. Knowledge, thirst for knowledge, knowledge to find my true nature. So now once we have the sattvic qualities, and a thirst for knowledge, there comes the teachings of the Eastern wisdom. Then the thirst of the knowledge in the mind and the intellect, we start understanding the teachings and the practices of Eastern wisdom. But it is very important to have the right knowledge of these practices. For example, we talk of austerity, tapasya, going into the Himalayas, standing on one feet. That has nothing to do with the self-discovery. Tapasya literally means to increase the power of the will to pursue the path of knowledge, to do all those practices that helps me approach near to the self and reject what is not desired. After all, the human frame is the frame where we can attain meditative state. Why to torture and humiliate it? So it is very important to have the right knowledge that helps us to treat the path of Eastern wisdom. And once we have the right knowledge, it develops viveka. What is viveka? The discernment. What is discernment? So we can separate what is real and what is unreal. So once we attain that viveka, we continue further our human life, we devote ourselves into the sadhana, and the ultimate goal of self-discovery is achieved. Sri Aurobindo, great master, summarizes that we should understand what is evolved in us, what is evolving in us, and what is yet to evolve. Simple language. What is evolved in us? The body and the human frame. The body is evolved. We cannot have the sixth sense organ after the five organs. We have the intellect and the mind. Now this mind is constantly changing, so the mind is evolving. Science says the brain is evolving. It is rising to the higher consciousness. The brain is adapting itself to meet a constant challenges thrown by the world outside. And Eastern wisdom says mind is the cause of the problem, suffering, and mind is the cause of the solution. All experiences takes place in the mind. Ignorance and wisdom are present in the mind. We have to remove the ignorance, awaken to the wisdom to treat the path. So by this sadhana, this mind evolves. It rises to higher and higher states. And what is yet to evolve? So the life evolved out of matter. When the matter reaches to a saturation point, when the life reaches to a saturation point, mind is evolved. When the mind reaches to a saturation point, we awaken to ourself, our true nature, that is the nature of peace and happiness, love and wisdom. That is why we say mind reaches to a saturation point. Now the mind merges, or we can say we transcend the mind, or we can say we rise above the mind, or we say we discover the true nature behind and beyond the mind. How simple it is. Now let us do our practice of evolution that we have not done for so long. Close your eyes. Close your eyes and being comfortable. What is being comfortable? Looking at the neck joint, feeling the sensation, and being comfortable in steadiness. Moving the mind. On the shoulder joints, feeling the sensation, being comfortable and steadiness. Moving the mind. On the hip joint, feeling the sensation, being comfortable and steadiness. We understand. We have done a lot of practices. So we understand being comfortable is one way to prevent the mind to move outside. Why? To help the mind to evolve. So simple. The entire body, the mind moves on the body, feeling the sensation, being comfortable and experiencing the steadiness. And being carefree. Again, being carefree, free from cares of the mind. The mind by default cares because of its animal tendency. So we say you need not to worry. Let the thought come, let it go. And that is what I have been always talking about. It's an intense awareness, can be explained by an example. Standing across a road watching the traffic. Nothing happens to me and the traffic is constantly moving. So the mental traffic is constantly moving of the thoughts, feeling and the sensations, and you go behind that thought. You go behind the thought and just enjoying. Look at the body, the position of the body. The breath moving naturally. You see, in Eastern wisdom, we have 5 covering the 5 sheath, or normally we can say we have 5 body. The outermost is in the state of stillness. The second body relates to the breath and the energy which is moving constantly, Yes. And behind the breath there is mind with the thoughts and feeling and the sensation. And behind the mind, just a glimpse, as if there is an infinite space or emptiness. So that sets our goal clear. Now, after clarity of understanding, we want to merge the prana in the mind. Prana, movement, regulated movement of the prana changes the mind. The regulated movement of the mind changes the prana. They both are interconnected. So now bring your mind on the right hand. Bring your right hand on the nostril. Close your right nostril and start breathing long, deep in the hissing sound through the left nostril. keeping your focus deep inside the forehead. Start breathing long in the hissing sound. No movement in the body is allowed. Continue. The long in the hissing breath. Continue. And now stop this step. Do nothing. Move the mind and the entire body from the top of the head to the toes. Just be there on the body. Be there on the body. Feel the sensation, relaxation and stillness. Move the mind and the entire body. Feel the sensation, relaxation and stillness. In that state, look at the center of the heart, the chest. Look inside the skin. Move the mind deep inside the heart. Now, bring your right hand on the nostril, close your left nostril and start breathing long in the hissing from the right nostril, keeping your focus deep inside the forehead. And now stop this. Bring the hand down in that state of being comfortable. Look at the entire body. Move the mind from the top of the head to the toes. Experience sensation, relaxation, and stillness. Move the mind on the entire body. Feel and experience the sensation, relaxation and stillness. In that state, look at the center of the ribs. Move the mind deep inside the heart in the space. Allow the mind to go deeper. And deeper. And deeper. Experience that state of simply no thought is there, no object is there, just an awareness. We move the mind repeatedly into that state where it finds no object. And now, keep your focus again deep inside the forehead in the space and start breathing long and deep through both the nostrils from the belly and the chest. Continue long in the deep. Long in the deep. And stop this again. Move the mind on the entire body. Feel the sensation. Relaxation and stillness. Sensation, relaxation and stillness. And again looking into the ribs, the center of the chest. Look deep inside behind the ribs, into the space. Just being there. We'll practice one more round to keep the mind deep inside. So, bring the right hand on the nostril, close your right nostril and keep your focus deep inside the forehead and start breathing long in the hissing breath, both from the belly and the chest. Long in the hissing, continue. And stop this, bring the hands down, moving the mind on the entire body, feeling the sensation. Relaxation and stillness. Continue to move the mind on the entire body, feeling the sensation. Relaxation and stillness. And in that state, bring your mind on the center of the rib cage, being there. Feeling this, just feeling the space, no object, as if there is no object is there. That's another way we understand that when there is only a space, now close your right nostril and start breathing long in the hissing through the left nostril, keeping your focus deep inside the forehead in the space. Start with it. Belly and the chest, both moves. And bring the hand down. Do nothing. Just live into that state, moving the mind from the top of the head to the toes on the body. Feeling the sensation. Relaxation in the stillness. And now looking at the center of the rib cage, feeling the sensation. Move the mind deep inside. You're leaving all the objects, all the contents, as if the mind is merged into the space and be there. Now, again looking deep inside the forehead and the space, start breathing long in the hissing breath from both the nostrils. And stop this. Again, moving the mind on the entire body, feeling the sensation, relaxation and stillness. Now looking at the breath, the breath is going in and out. We merge the breath with the mind. How? The moment the breath goes in, move the mind from the top center of the head to the tailbone. The moment the breath returns, move the mind from the tailbone to the top of the head in the spine. When the breath goes in and the mind drops from the top of the head to the tailbone, Soham mentally. Soham means I am peace and happiness. Breath returns, the mind moves from the tailbone to the top of the head again. Soham. Doing nothing, remain as you are. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bring your awareness on the right hand. Your awareness on the left hand. Lift your both the palms, place it on your eyes, open the eyes inside. Bring your hands down and what happened?
Both the toes.